Local radio is still a thing on WSMN 1590 AM and 95.3 FM. Streaming at WSMN.live.
The views and opinions of the following show do not reflect those of WSMN, its owners, and/or associates.
Lisa and Robin are two fun friends diving deep into conversations where nothing is taboo. They believe in eating dessert before dinner and wearing the bikini. They're allergic to labels, authority, and cheap shoes. Currently, they're launching themselves through life being the good time, bold enough to take risks and inquisitively asking, what's next? They hail from New Hampshire, but they could be anywhere dressed in cute clothes. If they had to share a tombstone, it would read, "Curiosity killed these cats." Your hosts, Lisa and Robin on the mic.
Welcome. Welcome to Lisa and Robin on the mic. You are listening on WSMN 1590 AM, 95.3 FM. You could watch, stream, and listen as you always do on WSMN.com. And no, WSMN.live.
.live.
.live.
.com.
That's wrong. The minute it leaves my lips. Wrong. It's wrong.
But man, it's just like the weather. They called it was going to rain every day this week, and it's
they're
been
wrong.
beautiful.
And they're wrong.
Love when people are wrong.
Just say you're wrong. Just say it. We just want to hear you say it. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to one of my clients, and I was like, "How's it going?" He was doing we were talking about both a health thing and business thing. And so he was like, I just got out of the doctor's. I was like, "How's it going?" He's like, "Well, my wife's going to like hearing this, but she's right." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but we do love hearing that."
Yes.
And I'm like, "I'm sure you're right too, but just we're right more." And he was like, "I know."
Chris sent me these videos. This guy, he has the little tiny microphone, and he's does these little reels about perimenopausal, and
Yes.
he gives men tips.
Like, stay away.
Yes.
Say you're sorry.
And don't be happy.
Don't be happy.
Don't be happy. Why are you happy? And he's like, he's like finding the fun. She always gives you these mean riddles.
Oh, I've never heard. Okay, let's
I'll
see
have
if
to-
I'm a mean riddle person.
I wonder if I can play it on here. Where did he save it? I wonder if I can play it. It's so funny.
So one of the things I think, if someone were to say, what's a red flag you would tell me about yourself? I'm like, my annoying optimism that I don't even believe.
Yeah.
I don't even believe this optimism, but I'm going to certainly saddle you with it.
That's funny.
So just so you know, I hardly believe this myself, but I'm going to tout it like it's fact.
Okay, this guy's on Instagram. I'm
Okay.
gonna see if I can play it for everybody.
Okay, here we go.
Being married to a perimenopausal wife.
Can you
for
hear it?
instance, it's fun to receive mean riddles from your perimenopausal wife and have to figure out what they mean. For instance, I came home from grocery shopping and I told her I bought a blood orange. And she responded, "Oh, so you bought an orange our kid won't eat?" We had a shipment of Milkademia, this macadamia milk we get. And I said, "Why did you have it delivered this week?" She said, "Why do you think I had it delivered this week?" This is one of those mean riddle times. And I said, "Oh, because we're going away next week." Sometimes your first reaction would be like, "Why doesn't she just say, oh, because we're going away next week?" That would have just been a nice way to answer it. No, they are giving you fun, mean riddles to figure out. So I said, "You don't like blood oranges?" And she said, "I love blood oranges. I had my first one in Barcelona years ago and I've fallen in love with them ever since." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So you have to find that hidden positive meaning under the negative riddle that you've been given. Once you start getting in the habit of feeling like, okay, what's the positive answer to this mean riddle? You're going to have a lot of fun. There are upsides to being married.
That's hilarious.
He's got like 3 of them that he sent. They're funny.
So what happens in my world, I think, is that I was this estrogen-filled person, right? I thought I had a personality. I just had hormones, right? So I'm this estrogen-filled person who wanted to please people and wanted people to be happy and whatever. And then you wake up and you're like, where did that person go?
I know.
Right? And so then people say things, and for the last 27 years, you would answer with an explanation. And then you wake up one day and you're like, I'm not explaining myself.
Yes.
But no one else got the memo that you weren't explaining yourself anymore. And you're like,
It's one of those mean riddles that we
it's
do.
one of those, and you just turn into maybe a mean riddle person.
Well, I think my mom said to me years ago, she said, wait till you turn 40 and you don't, you just stop caring
Yeah.
about what people think.
But then like there was a little bit of that, but I still cared.
Yes.
And then at 50, it was like, I actively hope you don't like this.
yes.
instead of like something else. And then I'm like, wow, who's that person? Because
Yes.
I didn't know that I hit her for a
Well,
long time.
Then she says, well, wait till you hit 60, then you really don't give a damn.
I don't think I could possibly care less than I care right now.
Yes.
I don't think it's possible.
Keep it over there.
And that's not true. I care about a lot of things. Sometimes I think I still care too much.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I'm working on it. I'm actively working on like not owning it.
Yeah. So I think what I do is toggle back and forth, which makes me like seem extra crazy because, well, who is she today? Is she hair across the
Surprise.
Is she hair across it and it's in the wrong direction and now there's a mood? Or, does she wake up angry or is that a headache? What's going on with her?
Is she hungry?
She's definitely hungry. So
Did she get enough sleep?
she did not get enough sleep. She's thirsty.
I
And
literally
she doesn't have a sippy cup. Yesterday I threw such a tantrum and I kept saying, if you have this tantrum, the day's gone. Like you'll lose whatever tiny amounts of energy you have. So I'm gonna tell this story because there should be a better explanation, but there's not. So every 2 years you have to renew your license, your real estate license. So I've been doing this for 24 plus years, and every 2 years I take the same courses because they don't have the respect for the industry to make a new course. Like the newest thing we could have is social media marketing.
Right.
Which is, you need social media because you need to be selling on social media, but don't sell on social media because that's disgusting.
Right.
You pig. Why would you possibly sell?
Right.
So what do you have to do? You have to show your life. Show that you're a real person. No one cares.
Right.
No one cares, right?
They want to laugh.
So you have that for 2 hours. So you're angrily yelling at the Zoom thing that's happening, right? So you take these same courses and they're mind-numbingly boring because it's the same information because they're hacks on this continuing education. And I have to take the same core ones, which are the same ones you take every year, and you have to take fair housing. So I've taken fair housing 12 times, right? So the minute people say things, I'm like, that's a fair housing violation. I've known that now for the last 24 years, right? So
They should just let you skip the video and take the test. Like,
Right.
let me test out.
And because ever since COVID, you can't do them live. So you have to do them online. And if you're not in the course for the amount of time, so the fact that you've taken the information for 24 years and
Doesn't
you can
count for anything.
Nope. And you just have to sit there and move the mouse so you can't do anything else productive like laundry.
Oh
right?
my God.
So you can't feel any more like someone's making you perform this tap dancing, stupid, unrealistic. Anyways, I'm past that because I did that in January and I did it early because I'm like, I'm not going to be the person I normally am where I wait till 2 days before it's due and then I do all my classes. I'm going to do this in a timely fashion. I was a month and a half early to submit my paperwork.
Wow.
Look at me.
Look at you adulting.
Look at me, right? No. No.
No?
Mm-mm. So they launched a brand new untested software that was made for salespeople, and they kind of like kitty cornered it into a licensing software at the OPCL, whatever their office professional licensing, whatever. And they roll it out just in time for me and probably half of the state to go online. So there's 3 weeks of trying to figure out why your login's not working or why this isn't, you do all that. Right. I load it, I pay for it. And ever since then, I've been wondering where my real estate license is. And I keep calling and they go, yeah, no. Because I'm like, it expired at the end of April. So I keep calling like, where's my license? I did this a month and a half ago. Oh yeah, because of the new software. It's taking longer.
Oh my gosh.
Longer, right? So how boring is this conversation? So remember when I said I couldn't do the to-do list because I have to keep moving the things on the to-do list?
Yeah.
My real estate license has been on my to-do list for 7 months, right? So make sure it's active because that's how you make a living.
Right.
And you've done this now for 24 years. It shouldn't be relearning how to get your real estate
Right.
license, right?
Right.
So I fill out all the paperwork. I pay the fee. They accept the fee. I don't get my real estate license in the mail. So I check in. I go to on vacation. I come back. I check in. Then in June, I get an email that says your license is expired. So can't get a hold of a human being.
Of course.
So I drive there and they go, no. We know it's a problem with the system. We rolled it out before we were really ready, but it's coming. So I get another email yesterday saying, hey, your license expired. So I have to cancel my whole afternoon. I go there and they go, but it's not expired. And I'm like, it shouldn't be because I filled out this paperwork like 5 months ago.
Is it the software that keeps sending
So
you
the
an
woman
email?
said to me, we have your payment, but we don't have any of your paperwork. Because I'm 54 years old and I know that everyone loses everything, I brought every single piece of paper that was loaded on the website with me. Because I'm like,
Good
whatever
girl.
stupid thing
Yeah.
they tell me. And what she said is, you didn't fill out anything online, but you paid. Now, I kept it together until she helped me all the way. And then I said to her, there's no way I didn't load this on the software. And she says, well, you didn't. I go, where do you pay? Do you pay at the very beginning of the process?
Right.
She goes, no, it's the last slide. I go, how did I get to the last slide? To pay if everything wasn't filled out. And she was like, I go, I'm not arguing with you. It's okay. But don't tell me I didn't load it.
Right.
Let's just stop crazy in the halls.
At least you
Of
didn't
this-
throw it at her and say, here's my paperwork.
No,
Now
I-
write me my license right now.
And so she goes, the guy who has to marry your paperwork with the payment, because now they're independent of each other. You got to see how wide my arms are.
One's in California and one's in New York.
And so that's what I did for 5.5 hours yesterday.
Oh
And I
my-
woke up with a headache today and I'm like, I know what this headache is.
Oh.
This group, you know what I mean? So it's so important. And I just like stood out in the driveway crying,
Yeah, we do that.
holding my eyes crying. And I'm like, stop crying. And I just finally said, why do we continue to try to solve problems that have already been solved?
Yeah.
We've had online software now. Why
Yeah.
do we keep who's forcing this? Who's making the money to do it?
Because they're going to run out of a job.
Are they though?
See, that's a legit temper tantrum, though. See, I had one the other day. We're getting I kept forgetting creamer. Even though it was on my list, I kept forgetting it.
you kept walking by the dairy
Right.
aisle.
And it's been on my list 3 times. Now I'm down to we have no creamer. So we're at the grocery store, walking through Market Basket, and I'm looking at the prosciutto and the cheeses, and Chris is like, oh, I'll go get the creamer. Yes. He comes back and it's French vanilla. And I'm like, it's not, and he's like, there's none over there. Because I like the Italian sweet cream.
Yep.
And he's like, go look. And I'm like, no, I trust you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm like, I'm just going to go take a look. And I have these flip flops on, and they're like the soft ones. So when it gets wet and on the tile floor,
Yeah.
it's you can't help
going
but to
down.
not slip. Yes. So then I break my neck, do this break dance to get over there, and I'm like have to grab the
Nadia Comaneci in aisle 4 by the Ritz crackers.
no, you know how they have the center aisle, and they have like shrimp and stuff in it. Literally grabbing on that to save my life, and I'm like, I think I threw my back out to go get the creamer.
To prove that he got the wrong
Chris
creamer.
is watching the whole time. And so I go over there and I'm standing there and I'm just looking, and I'm like looking down because there might be just one pushed in the back somewhere. And Chris gently just puts his hand on my back and he's like, you see any? Because I literally was over there for a good few minutes. Like,
You're moving
I'm going to
products.
read every bottle. And so I picked up the French vanilla again and stuck in the cart, and I stomped my foot, and he's like, are you really?
Right.
Are you really doing that? And I'm
Right.
like, I am. I really did.
And you know
It
what?
took me all the way to the salad, vegetable aisle before I could let it go. Like,
And that's
man.
when I feel like in the store there should be shots of tequila or
Yes,
some
snacks.
kind of there should be something like, okay, right back to when we're 3 years old. Are they hungry? Are they tired?
Yes. And you
Are they
come in,
thirsty?
You smell like whole food. Sometimes they'll put out like little
Yes.
cheeses and stuff. Most of the time, it's not the cheeses that I like, but
Right. And you know that they're putting a coli all over everything. So you're like, I can't touch that.
Right.
I heard this. So Juan was in last week.
Yes.
Oh, and then I have to tell you news that I didn't get to tell you this week when we were on the phone. And it's not good news.
Uh-oh.
But Juan was, I'm devastated, literally devastated. That's probably adding to my tantrum. But anyways, so Juan, comes on, and during the break, I'm like, oh, I want to tell him this joke that I've been having in my head. And Kelsey Cook told the joke. I sent it to you on Instagram. So it's an E. coli joke, right? It's about the lettuce problem. And, but it's also a joke because we everyone's talking about weird sexual things that they're doing. And I'm like, yeah, you're blaming lettuce. It's not the lettuce, She has a great joke on it. But the bad news is Fresh Boutique is closing.
Oh, no.
She is retiring. And she has been literally instrumental in the last 15 years of my life.
Yeah.
Instrumental on so many levels. And I'm so happy for her
When is she closing?
now, like by the end of August. And I went in and I saw naked bodices of mannequins because
Yeah.
there's not enough, because she's
Yeah.
going through the inventory. And I'm like, oh my God, she's closing. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. Where am I going to shop? Oh my God. And where am I going to get jeans? Like
Yeah.
I was and then of course, like I'm so happy for her. She doesn't have to work Saturdays.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been divided in two
Yeah.
as a person anymore
Yeah.
than being so happy for her. I've appreciated so much of what every outfit, every time I've ever been complimented or looked good, it's because of Cheryl.
Gosh.
And I'm
Yeah.
devastated. And I told her, I said, I could not be any happier for you and I couldn't be any more devastated for myself.
For myself. That's the true definition of bittersweet.
Right? I'm devastated.
Wow.
And I was like, I always wanted to buy this place. I always
yeah.
wanted to buy the boutique.
Yeah.
And she was telling me business reasons why. It's like, well, open up your own.
Yeah.
You're not buying somebody else's.
Yeah.
That's just not going to work. And she was kindly giving me all the information.
But why wouldn't it work? You have her clientele. Like it would have.
Because she said, whatever happens is people bring their own taste to things.
Yes.
And so they start bringing their own things. So the people who had been here who wanted one thing
Yeah.
will stop feeling like this is their shop and they'll
Yeah.
get out. And you'll get your own
Yeah.
clientele. So why are you paying for that
Yeah.
loss is what the ultimate point
Yeah,
was.
that makes sense.
And I get it. And the way the designers work, she doesn't, she always has very responsibly made, very good quality stuff. And that stuff, a lot of those brands, when you order it, that's what they make. You can't even get other sizes of it. They make per order runs.
Yeah.
So you pay for it in advance and all of that stuff. So it's
Yeah.
from an idea, she's like, but just open your own, get your own, labels and designers because you know what you like. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to throw myself down. I'm just going to throw myself down. Where am I going to get all my clothes?
I'd probably be standing in the driveway too, crying.
And then you have, and
We should just go stand outside of her shop, just cry.
just cry. And so then, you have one more thing, like my license. I get this email. And the funny thing was, I got the email, but my office didn't get the email. So every agent works under a broker. And even though I am a broker, I still hang under another, the real
yeah.
estate license is held under Realtyscape. Long story short, doesn't matter. But why didn't they get the notice that I was expired?
Right.
Because you should be telling the broker that I'm not allowed to practice. And when I go and say,
Right.
hey, they go, that email has been sent out in error. And I'm like, well, this is the second time it's sent out in error because you sent it out in error in June too. And I'm like, but I still don't have my license because they're like, you are active. And I'm like, I know, but I still don't have the real estate license.
Right.
And the end of the story was,
So
I
how
gave them
long
all
is
the-
it going to take for this guy to get your paperwork
Supposedly
and your payment
today.
together? And then it will be in the mail?
and then it will be in the mail. So
For
let's check
another
back
6
next
months?
Thursday. Stay tuned. Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
Yeah, so Cheryl is closing, and she's been the best place to shop in Nashua by far. And I loved all the brands she carried. I loved all of her jewelry. I loved her style sense. She would decorate a mannequin,
Yeah.
and I would say, give me the mannequin, top to bottom.
Yep.
Earrings, jewelry,
Yep.
top, bottom, vest, jacket, give me the whole thing.
Yeah, she really does create a good shopping experience
She
for people. Like
does.
try. I love going in there. And she's like, "Well, try this on. Try this on." It's something I never would have picked.
And when you like something, she knows it's not going to fit your body type. So she already has something else. So when you come out a little disappointed, she goes, put this on. Like, you can't be unhappy. Or it's just, I said, where am I supposed to go shop now? I
Yeah.
can't be going to the mall disappointed. You
Yeah.
know, I don't shop at the mall anymore because it's such a disappointing experience.
I want to go get something from Ulta, but I don't want to go to the mall.
Right. I don't
So I'm
blame
like,
you. There's one at on Daniel Webster Highway that's near Five Guys. That shopping plaza.
an Ulta?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't even.
That's a makeup place, right?
On the way home? Yeah.
No. Go down to Daniel Webster Highway, find the Verizon Five Guys Plaza, and in the back, it's there.
I don't even know.
I'll show you.
Five Guys. I don't even know where Five Guys is.
On Daniel Webster Highway?
I don't go that way. I don't go to Nashua very often.
How long have you lived
I
in
don't
New Hampshire?
I don't leave the compound.
I know. Isn't that the dream, to not leave your house?
Yes. Yes.
I don't. And this is another thing about a certain stage of life is I'm becoming more and more introverted. I am not
Yes.
an introvert by nature.
Yes.
I'm an
Yes.
extrovert. I'm out.
Yes.
And then
Wait,
I'm like,
I'm still hung up on, is it past where La Coretta is? I know where La Coretta is.
on Daniel Webster Highway?
In that Daniel Webster Highway? On the way to the mall.
Yes.
That's Daniel Webster Highway.
Yes.
Right. So then there's the Toyota. There's the Toyota back up coming like off of whatever exit. Exit 2? No,
Okay.
exit 3. Exit
Okay.
3 is the left exit.
Yep.
You come up and then there's Toyota.
Yep.
And then you're coming up the hill. There's La Coretta. And then there's, what's that?
Takumi. Go to Takumi. Get yourself to Takumi.
Yeah.
Keep going straight south. On the left-hand side, go past Barnes & Noble.
Okay, I know where Barnes & Noble is.
Go to like the next set of lights across, like past the
Oh,
McDonald's.
Okay, yes. What's not Whole Foods? Trader
Yeah.
Joe's.
Whole Foods is in there.
Oh, that's right. They're new.
They're
It used
now
to be
new.
Toys
It used
R
to be
Us.
Toys R Us.
Ah,
And we
see?
need a toy store.
Yes.
Hey, I have space
Yeah.
behind the Santander Bank on Main Street. There's a cool little toy store in Andover, and I asked her if she wanted to go in there,
Oh.
which I don't know if everyone who goes to the Dyslexia Center also wants a toy store directly below the Dyslexia
It's true.
Center. I think it's
You'll
a
never
perfect
get
location.
the kids out. You'll never get. I want to stop in
The
there.
kids will want to go to the Dyslexia Center
Yes.
even more now.
Yes, that is true.
But we need a good toy store.
Yeah.
And I went to the people in Nashua, and it's a franchise, and she's like, I'm only doing one.
Oh.
So anyone who knows, we could have put a clothing boutique in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
be
could do it.
Sands Clothing Boutique in downtown.
Yes. You could do that.
So reach out.
Gosh, that would be awesome.
So, and it can't be when I open because financially I can't do that on top of everything else now.
We can get sponsorships.
I'm gonna make it a Lisa, My Love Language is Food cookbook store. What are you selling here? My Love Language is Food cookbook. Oh, and some great garlic presses. Some good pans.
Yes. Yes. Some good utensils. So I tell you, I didn't have a mandolin.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a mandolin when I did the zucchini rollatinis.
Yes.
They came out so good. And I was like really good for like a week, making all these new things and like, oh, I'm going to do this and do that. And I'm like,
Did you cut yourself on it yet? Cleaning it?
Not yet.
Okay. So that's
Um,
usually when you put the mandolin away.
Yes. So, well, I had the zucchini and I tried it with, it says, I tried it with a knife and I'm like, it's still too thick. I'm trying it with the, it says you can do a vegetable peeler. I got half of it, but then it would tear. Couldn't get it. It was a disaster. So I'm like, I literally chewed up a whole zucchini trying to make these things. And I got like 2
Mhm.
out of it. So I'm like, all right, I'm done. Back to the store, get a zucchini. And I'm standing there and I'm like, Home Goods doesn't have one. I thought of all places that they would have one. So I ended
Not
up
zucchini mandolins.
a mandolin. So finally, I'm looking up. I'm Googling. I'm standing in Home Goods looking up. So I found one at Target. $25 for a mandolin. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
wow. I thought that was expensive.
No, that's a great price.
$25 for a mandolin.
Yes.
So now I'm like, ooh, now what else can I cut?
Everything.
Yes. Yes.
I
And I keep forgetting to do it because I'm like, oh, it would be perfect to slice onions.
it's perfect to do coleslaw because you can shred everything really quick.
Yeah.
It is a finger losing apparatus though, because as you get down to the bottom, and then I never cut myself on it, but when I go to clean it
Yeah.
is the biggest chance I can
Yeah.
use to cut myself. So careful.
I like it does have a little slide to lock it so you can't, like, if you're going to
Oh, good.
do it.
You can't lose a finger.
But I actually started this whole processor. I had the food processor. Like, oh, I have a slicer
Yep.
in a slicing app. Well, you can't get them to be long in the food processor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went through all of this trying to, like, I need to get the instruction book out because it's not fitting down. And I'm like, oh, I need the little base, the wheel, the point that's on the other blade. So I'm like trying to get that off and not cut myself on the blade. And I'm like, literally spent 15 minutes trying to get this food processor. And I get it together and I'm like, wait a minute. I can't
use
sit the
it.
zucchini down in there to slice it. It's going to give me like a cucumber slice, not a
Right.
long slice. And I was like, oh, that was a blonde moment.
Yeah. I love it though. I love like how many did you do before you're like, this isn't working?
I cut it down.
Uh-huh.
I cut it down to like, you know,
You took the ends.
I
both
took
ends.
I took both ends off,
Mhm.
but then I cut it in half again, thinking like if I could just get that in. And I'm like, wait, this doesn't work, and it doesn't operate without the top on it.
Yes, it does not. Because it's like, don't stick your fingers in there.
But then I thought, well, maybe if I just take it off and I hold the wheel,
Mhm.
maybe I could do it that way. And I'm like, no, I'm going to lose a finger if I keep doing this. Like, just go get a mandolin.
I'm very proud of you. Welcome to the culinary world of apparatus. Like
Yes.
having more
Yes.
things in the kitchen.
I would love to have more things in the kitchen. I'm waiting for mine. I'm like, just wait, Chris. Wait till we get our kitchen. You're going to have some incredible meals. Think you're
Right.
good now?
But
Just wait.
until then,
Yeah.
go to Taco Bell.
Right.
I heard this great podcast this week, and the woman said, "Stop waiting," and she said, "We can bend time by going faster. Like, there's no reason why we can't have velocity for the things that we want." And I thought that's really interesting because on the second hour, we're going to have my father-in-law and my mother-in-law come on and talk about how in their retirement, they're doing something that they've always loved, which is music, singing, and they have a band and all of this stuff. And I think people think as they get older that the time is gone, like the time has passed. But I don't think that. But as we get older, I do think we pick up speed because I feel like I now have that little pill reminder so I can take my Zyrtec. Because what happens is I'm supposed to take my Zyrtec and, all my little things, my iLutein supplement, my
Yeah.
omega-3 supplements, right? And if I don't have them in a container, I can't remember if I took them because once you do it enough times, it's
Yeah.
autopilot.
Yeah.
And you're like, did I do this already?
It's like turning off the coffee pot.
Yes.
Fine.
But when you fill those up at the beginning of the week and then at the end of the week when you have to fill them again, you're like, I just filled them
Yes.
yesterday. But apparently it was a week ago. So I think as we get older.
So now you need to get 3 of them or 4 of them and you just load for the month.
And then I won't feel so pressed for time.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, you have to do it anyway. So you
Right.
pour out 4 or, put it all like now look at that.
I love it.
Compressing time,
Right. So
saving time.
one of the things that I think was so interesting when she was saying, like, you don't have, like, what are you waiting for, really?
Yeah.
What is the reason for the procrastination? And a lot of times it's fear or uncertainty or mostly fear and uncertainty, I guess. Or we're waiting for money or the right time.
Or you're thinking that, or not, well, definitely like money piece comes into it. But sometimes you think about, sometimes we try to save so much, but then yet, what are we saving it for?
So we're not homeless and destitute somewhere. I
Well,
guess.
that's, yes, but,
but like, so
being responsible, like you could go and, you could take a trip. Like you just plan better. Plan better.
well, or make the sacrifices that would help you get to that. So when I was younger, I didn't have money. Like everyone say, you don't have money for vacation. You don't have money for anything. You have 3 jobs,
Right.
right? But I took a vacation.
Yeah.
And
Priorities.
I didn't buy anyone T-shirts. I didn't buy anyone gifts to take home. I didn't really
send you a
drink on
picture.
them. Yeah, I didn't. I told myself that my memories and my pictures were my souvenirs. I didn't even buy myself keychains.
Yeah.
Like I went to crappy ass hotels. And I say that I'm low maintenance, but let me tell you, nothing says I'm not low maintenance like how I look at hotels
like a
now.
cheap hotel.
God. And I'm like, what am I doing
Oh.
here?
We've had some doozies.
You know what? I'll just won't sleep. Then we don't have to be here.
Chris and I were in DC one time, and it was on oh my gosh, was it Hotwire?
Okay.
Or I think it's Hotwire. Oh, gosh, it's been a long time since we used that.
Yeah, is that even a website?
I don't
anymore?
even know, but I think it's one of these that you go on and they give you like a certain deal. Like you can get cheap
Yeah.
hotels, and it'll tell you kind of what hotel it is.
Yeah.
And so the more you want to pay, but hot deals or whatever it is. So I don't know. It was like $40 or something, and you literally could see it was cinder block, and the door, like you could see a huge gap underneath the door, and
Like chickens could have went under there.
well, probably a decent sized rat. And I'm like, you're not keeping bugs out.
No.
Like, in the window didn't fit the frame all the way together. Like you could see
Daylight.
air like through the
The window.
crack. Yeah, like in the where the molding's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like it didn't quite fit. And like at one point, I think they must have had like a piece of wood or something to build it out, and that wood was long gone. And I'm like, oh my god. And the bed is literally, you could feel the springs in it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you're young, you don't.
Right.
And we're like, you do what you got to do.
Right. And that's one of the disadvantages of knowing better,
Yes.
right? I remember we got set up, our flight was delayed, and they put us up in a Ritz-Carlton because it was the only place that had room.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm ruined.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
By the amount of bathrooms in this hotel room. Like, this is it. I'm ruined. I'm ruined.
Chris and I stayed in the Omni. Down
I
at
like
the-
Omnis.
Oh my gosh. Or what is it? What's the casino
In
in Boston?
Foxwood? Oh, Encore?
Encore. We stayed in the hotel in Encore.
Is it nice?
Yes. And we got the harbor side. It's so well done. They've got speakers outside playing music. There's like a little boardwalk that you can walk. I mean, everything is landscaped. Everything. It's just to the T.
Yeah.
The lights, the fairy lights in the trees. Like, oh my gosh.
So I remember when the realtor and me, so I'm never not a realtor. That's 50% of my problem. I go to Greece and I'm like, what's with all this graffiti? Can we buy this building, fix it up, and flip it? Like, what's happening
Right.
here? Like there's never not that in my thought process. We go to Encore and I'm like, oh, great. Are they looking at the, what is that? It's like an energy plant.
What, the carousel?
No, the carousel is beautiful. But I'm saying,
what
what
is
is everyone-
Windmill. There's a windmill right
there's
there.
a windmill and there's also like
Across.
the Everett Energy power plant.
Yeah, right across from it. Yes.
And I'm like, ooh, nothing says luxury hotel like power plant.
right. Because you got to be on the other side. You got to be on
Yes.
the bay side. So.
But there's that part of me that's like, when your client wants to buy across from the power plant and you're doing everything in your power to
Yeah.
be like, there's no other piece of land
Yeah.
that we could
See,
interest you in.
It pays. See, there's sometimes that people don't spend the money on. Like for me, when we were going to Dallas, just my few flights. Like I don't want to fly if you can't fly nonstop.
Mhm.
It's so much quicker. Like having to get through, you don't have to deal with the airport. So like we've paid for our what's the international one that you can walk through? You can just go through. I can't remember.
Are we talking about Boston?
PSA.
TSA? Oh, on Global?
Yeah, TSA. Yes, we have our global. It's
PSA
like-
public service announcement?
Yes. Because, as we said last week, I don't ride buses. I don't do public transportation
Nothing to wear.
unless it's first class on an airplane. Delta One. But we have got so used to traveling so much that he's like a VIP on Expedia. I didn't even know you could. So when we go to Encore and check in, she's like, "Oh, because you're a VIP on, so we upgraded your room for you for free. So we got the bay side of it."
Nice.
So I think he ended up paying on Expedia. It was like $150 for the night.
Nice.
We decided to stay wanted to stay another night. Yeah, it's $550.
Because you didn't gamble. If you gamble, they're like, "We'll comp your week here." If you just spend $12,000 down at the
Right.
craps table,
Right. Yes, but it is nice to be able to have your upgrades. You get used to it. Like when we go, I think he pays for the top level for Hertz, and because it's nice that when you get to the rental car, you don't have to talk to a human being at all.
Yeah.
You see your name on the board, you see what row you're in, and you just go. You get in the car and you go, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
So my dad was a Foxwood person, and they used to have wampum points. So as you're losing money at the table, you're gifted food and hotel rooms and all the stuff.
Oh.
And so I think John and I go down, and we could not get drunk on all these wampum points. We were eating and drinking and clubbing, and we were like, "Wow, there's still so much more on this card." Swiping and just having a great old time. And every time I swiped, it'd be like the part of you that's like, "These are free drinks." No, these are $10,000 drinks, or $4,000 drinks, or whatever.
It's a
the
$500 Snicker bar.
dinner cost $12,000. No, it doesn't. It's free on the points. How'd you get those points?
Right.
The hard way.
Right. Right.
The long way.
I used to have patients of mine that they would go down and they go to both of the casinos so much that they get the VIP rooms, and she brought in boxes of chocolates that she doesn't open. She's like, "I can't eat this." But like nice boxes. I mean, like, look over the box of it. I think I bought 6 boxes home. $54 a box.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Crazy.
wow. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we get, they
We
bring
get comped
champagne."
this. We get comped that.
Yes. I'm like, wow, how much money do they spend there?
When I go places, they're not comping me anything. They'll
Right.
be like, "I think you owe us more money." Somehow. I know we
You owe
were
me
charging this, but you owe
Yes.
more.
Yes.
More, please.
Yes. Oh.
You're
Yes.
enjoying yourself too much by that pool. I don't think you paid enough for that pool.
So we all started back fast forwarding. So see, to me, I think like that, stacking your pills,
Yes.
paying for the upgrade,
Yep.
staying in a nicer hotel. Those things, as you get older, you're like, yeah, I'm not bending on that anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think that part of it is we feel bad all the time. Like we just wake up and it's like, I think I threw my back out. So I can't keep sleeping on crappy hotel beds. I can't keep, trying to lift, they have weird shower entrances or something. Like part of it just becomes we're spoiled. I think I'm spoiled, right? When I think about
Yeah.
what my life was at some point to today, and it's like, well, I'm really spoiled, right? The amount of kitchen cabinet space
Yes.
I have, the amount of counter space I have. I lived in an apartment where it's like I had to use my kitchen table as the place to cut because I only had a
Yeah.
stove and there was 6 inches on each side of it. You couldn't even put the spatula in a plate.
Yes.
And now I have my kitchen. Like I'm spoiled.
Yes.
And I realize I'm spoiled and I want to continue to be spoiled.
I would rather say blessed. I mean, I
Yes,
feel like I
blessed.
am deliciously spoiled. Like
Yes.
I look back at my life and think about, wow, I'm living a dream.
Yeah.
I'm living a dream, and I'm like, wow, that's really gave me a thought I wrote down. It's mindset, what you choose to do with it. Like you
Mhm.
could still see the stresses of it, but Chris has been like he's been more committed to like leaving the stresses at the door, like not I mean, some of the ridiculousness that he has to deal with, like this lady literally, it had a ding on her corner trim piece,
Mhm.
and I think it's like a metal or something. It's a metal trim piece
Mhm.
or vinyl or whatever. You can see that it's dented in, and this happened over the winter. That trim was installed over a year and a half ago, and she's calling and asking, like, "What's your warranty policy?" He's like, "Well, we have a 3-year warranty on things, if it's something that we've done." And so
But you can't just trash your house and we come back and fix it for free. That's not
Right.
warranty.
And he's like, that's ice damage. He said, we have repaired. I'll happy to repair it for you.
Yeah.
But it will cost you.
Mhm.
And she's like, send me your warranty policy. Then she threatened that she was going to get a lawyer. And so, I mean, Chris drove out there before all this, and she's like, you will be hearing from my lawyer. And so he
Okay.
didn't, this was on Friday, and she said, send it to me by Monday. And he still didn't send it. So she reached out like a couple of days after that, and she said, I asked you to send it to me. And he said, and she's like, why are you not responding? And he said, well, I assumed that your lawyer was going to be getting in touch with my lawyer.
Yeah.
Because he sent it, and then it's just, it went radio silent. But it's just people are asking for, or people will come and order, like one lady, they've ordered the faucets, the fixtures, and now she doesn't like them, and she wants us to pay for them.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's really funny. I don't know where people can, like, people. I think that's such a it's such out of my wheelhouse of understanding. Like, hey, that's like, I bought this car and now I don't like it. You should buy me a new one. That doesn't
Right.
even make any sense.
right.
Right. And that's part of I think what's happening is everyone's disillusioned about reality.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And everyone's like, how is this possible? How is reality reality?
Okay, here's a good one. So these people, this couple, super nice people, but they bought a vanity. So they have a double sink, and in the middle they have this one piece, the tall piece that goes all the way to the ceiling. Comes in, it looks beautiful. Like, he showed me the pictures of it. And now they've installed it. He doesn't like the top finish piece that goes around. He said it's not New England enough. And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, it's your bathroom. It's not one that company is going to come into. In order to do it, you have to take all the cabinets off and reorder the whole thing. And they think just because he doesn't like that finish piece, that the contractor should buy them a new vanity.
Even though this is the vanity they ordered.
Yes.
So that's what I
Because
mean
they
about reality.
always double check. Are you sure this is what you want? These are the measurements. Like, he's like, you have to handhold. This is beige. This is this trim. This is this. This is this. This is how tall it's going to be. Literally walking them. This is the space it's going to fit. And then they come and say, I don't like it. And now
So
I
I
want you to
think-
pay for it.
I think that's part of, like, everything is so custom. And I said, someone was like, hey, I want to put this condo up. And I said, we should stage it. Oh, well, we can do that with AI now. Don't trust AI pictures in houses.
Right.
I will tell you that right now. Looking at houses with in-laws for one of my clients, we went into a house and we were like, this is interesting. This must be the room because it has a stone fireplace. But on the AI pictures, there's 2 windows on each side. And in the real house, there's no windows on either side. I'm sorry, there's 2 not picture windows. There's 2 normal windows on the photos. AI inserted furniture and then inserted windows that didn't exist in the real house.
Oh my gosh.
Another time, so the way the AI technology works is you say, fill this with furniture. It'll say, which is a paid piece that the realtor has to have. Do I want it to be country? Do I want it to
Yeah.
be modern? Well, if you choose modern, it takes off the railings in the existing house and puts modern railings in it.
Oh, jeez.
And you're like, this isn't interior design
Yeah.
101. This is supposed to be real estate, which is supposed to be accurate.
Right.
You're not supposed to actively deceive anybody.
Wow.
So when people tell me, oh, the pictures in this, look perfect, I'm like, you have to go see it because we don't know that just because it's a picture, that that's what's going to be in the house.
This is how dumb I am. I was making this pot roast with the chunky, like the little tiny, not new potatoes.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe they are new potatoes. And I just quartered them, or I cut them in half. And then I just cut up big chunks of carrot. So almost like a beef stew kind of thing. And I'm like, that sounds really good. And I had gotten the recipe, and I was like showing Kayla the recipe, and she's like, that's AI. I'm like, what? How is that AI? And I'm like, well, what about this one? I made this. And she's like, no, that's AI. I'm like, how do you know?
Well,
And
I
she's
think
like,
something
food is never that colorful.
right. And the
I
other
like
thing
that.
too is, so go back to this scenario about staging. I said sometimes they'll put people seem to be more disappointed when they go into a house when it's been staged by AI because I don't know why. There's some difference, or they show really big furniture so you think the room is really big,
Yeah.
but then you get there and you're like, I can't even fit my couch in here.
Yeah.
And you don't want people to have one expectation and show up and be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Real estate is hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
To then add that into it. So I said to the person, you should just hire a stager. They bring in furniture. It looks great. Everybody, not only does everybody want the place, they also want all the furniture in the place. Every time I bring the stager in.
Yeah.
And so, they haven't decided what they're going to do yet. And it might go so quick they don't have to stage it at all. But I think if, the pictures look nicer and it gives people an idea of what goes in there. And it's a great little condo. But I did want to say that because I've been out with buyers more, and I've been noticing how we go into a place and how different it is. Because but you don't know it at first because you're like, something feels off. But you feel decentered, and then you're now looking for the problem from your expectation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of them was the railing. Like, I'm like, this doesn't look.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this, so this doesn't look right. And then we went back to the pictures, and I'm like,
in the right place.
oh, there's a wrought iron railing on the staircase, and in real life, there's a wood railing on the staircase. Now, is the wood railing better or worse? Neither. But
you go in and have an expectation.
You expect to see one house, and you see a different house.
Yeah.
And that can happen with pictures anyways.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, like, pictures don't elicit smell. You'd be surprised how horrible a house can smell.
In a feel. In a feel. When I was looking for my first house, and the realtor would go, and I would, pre-look, he'd send it to me, and he's like, I think you should look at this, and which is funny. Man, I ran that guy ragged.
Good for you.
He was a developer. He really, really wasn't actively, like, he develops. And, I think he did. I think he liked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did. And I was trying, but he already knew. Like, he already knew I was in a relationship. And anyway, so he's going out of his way, showing me all these houses. And I would drive by there, and I'd call him and like, don't even bother. Don't even bother. You're like, I don't want to waste your time. Remember sitting in a driveway, and I'm like, the longer I sat here, I was like, nope, I can't see. I can't see this space as somewhere I would live.
And I think that's like, when I'm going back to the people who are complaining about not liking something and then thinking, even though I ordered it, it's not my responsibility because I don't like it. It's because a lot of people don't have vision.
Yeah.
Right. They need to see it done. And we used to do like a flat fee kitchen remodel for rentals. And we used to give them 3 things. These are the things. These are pictures of them. There's the actual thing. Choose, because when you start getting custom, it's that much longer.
Yeah.
And then also there's that many more different things for people to decide on. And I think people get decision fatigue.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about this, and I was mentioning when I was helping with the space over there, oh my God, when someone says, hey, I need all new lighting fixtures for this new building, and someone hands them a 500-page book of lighting fixtures.
Yeah, that's overwhelming.
And it's like, how do you parse out the noise to get to the decision faster? If you need to get to the decision faster, you have to parse out the noise, because now we have unlimited choices of things.
Yeah.
But really, not all of those pertain to us.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't like country. I don't like chicken borders. I'm not
roosters and cows.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
the
plaid. I say that, but then you have a Christmas tree that's plaid.
Yes.
That I
plaid.
love.
I love plaid.
But I have a trauma of Catholic school.
Yeah.
Right? But when I look at yours, I love yours for your house. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I want it in my house.
Right.
Right? But you can still love something. I love clothing on certain people. I could never wear that clothing.
Yes.
Right? So there's a difference between knowing that you like something, but you want something for yourself too.
Yeah.
And I think it's the unlimited choice.
But
is becoming overwhelming.
It's a whole set. So he doesn't, if you don't like the top finish piece, Chris was like, well, we could probably try and take it off, but we might damage the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have to get another cabinet either way. But I mean, to something to be like, maybe I'm not critical enough, but I would be like, I could live with that. is literally. I mean,
if I
it's
paid for it, I
beautiful.
could live with it.
Yes,
Because I paid for it.
if I know that I'm going to have to spend another, $6,000 to go buy this whole thing again
For a different top.
for a different top, like
Lesson learned.
right, but you pay for it.
Right, because
You spend $12,000 on my cabinet. I'm like, no, take those out.
So
I'll remodel my bathroom with that, and then they can go spend it again. So now
I-
they can buy mine.
I wonder is this a new thing? You have to ask Chris if it's a new thing that people think the contractor should pay for that.
I think it's becoming more and more.
Do you think
But
it's
I think
everyone's
people have always been. I mean, I also think that money's tight, and I think people
everything's
don't want to spend.
expensive?
People don't want to spend the money. They want this. They want what they want, but they don't want to spend the money on it.
Right.
Like,
Right. And that's my whole thing on, I remember we used to do lead renovations and, you have to be specially licensed for it, all the stuff. And I remember this woman saying, I could refinish my house, like get rid of all the lead for my grandchildren, or I could go to see the Patriots play the Super Bowl.
right.
Guess what she chose?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, right? It's what do you like? Is
Right.
is
Right.
taking the lead out of your home fun or exciting or
Right.
postable on Instagram
Right.
or
Right.
no? It's the boring stuff that life requires of us that we're tired of doing. Apparently,
Yeah.
And I think it's
Well, but
part
also
of the
I think if people like, especially in like remodeling and construction, and I think there's more like this. Another story like this, the tile, the way that. So the wall's not level. I mean, the wall is not. It's not level.
Mhm.
So where one of the like the piece of the tile that comes in, like I think it's the corner on the floor, they have to cut it so it's not. It's it tapers. It's literally in the shower. It's in the shower,
Mhm.
and where it tapers. If you're looking for it, you'll see it.
Mhm.
But the way that it's not level, so it's the house's problem.
Mhm.
And they had a one-piece fiberglass thing and now they're doing a custom shower. Well, now they're trying to say that they don't like the way that it fits, and they want to take the tile out and redo it, and they want us to pay for more tile, new tile. And I'm like, it's not our problem. It's
Mhm.
not the company's problem. It's not the tiler. The tiler didn't do it. It's because it's unlevel. It's uneven.
Right. It's not plumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So like
so-
the L is not a 90-degree L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like now you're expected to pay for it because you don't like it, or because your house is not level.
Yeah. Imperfection everywhere. Well, stay tuned. You're listening to Lisa and Robin on the mic on WSMN 1590 AM 95.3 FM. You can watch, stream, and listen on WSMN.live. Stay tuned. We have an exciting new hour coming up for you at the top of the hour. See you in a minute.
Broadcasting from 200 Main Street in the beautiful